Okay. I mean, how did you guys feel about the weekend?
It was alright.
I mean, like I said, I thought we played well, like better than we usually do, but we definitely fumbled. I think we could have taken first place had we played better during this RMU match. Um, I think we totally could have smoked PSU as well. Um, but yeah, I thought we did good, and I think we learned a lot about ourselves as a roster as well. I think we kind of worked a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, I think you guys should have won this set, but I think we like I don't know. I think we need to talk about attacks and maybe not in like a specific sense, maybe more of a general sense, but there's also like some map specific stuff I want to talk about. But I just want to start with in total in this uh best of 3, I think you guys win you win one here, you win one round on Nighthaven, you win 3 on Bank, and you win 2 on Border. So what is that, 6? I said
Yeah.
6, 1, then 3, then yeah. So you won 6 of, was it 12, 24
18?
plus, no,
Oh, overtime too.
yeah, so it's, right, 6, 12, and then another 6, 18, 19. All right, yeah, you guys won 6 of 19, which is really bad. Um, and we'll talk about stuff as we go through. But one of the things that I saw, especially on Nighthaven, but on every other map as well, and you guys can tell me if you feel this way or not. You guys just do things that we've never fucking done or talked about or practiced ever before. Like, I'm gonna play this first round of Nighthaven. Clayton, what would you say our default Nighthaven attack is?
Uh, Depends on the site, obviously, but
Top
like
floor.
generally,
Default
like
top floor attack.
default top floor attack, we go lobby over, we get IT.
Mhm.
Anything
We take
else?
rafters.
Okay. Let's. I'm gonna skip through the bands. Miracade, whatever. You know, all good. I'm gonna skip through prep because this doesn't matter. We're watching their
We're playing
POV.
against John Jones.
Yeah. What are we doing here, man? The two of you. You and
There
Bino.
was, I
There was what,
think
man?
we. Wait, can you play the rest of the round?
Sure, it collapses almost immediately.
Okay.
But I will play the rest of
I.
the round. We can talk as we go through it, right? I
All right.
when have we cleared below on this site ever?
Never.
Right? So why game day when it matters? We're up 4-2. We need 2 rounds to go to OT, 3 rounds to win. Why are we just doing this stuff? Right? And you die
Yeah.
immediately cuz we're not ready for this because this isn't what we do,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I talked to Gunny about this already today, earlier today, cause I was in call watching it. Like,
Mhm.
you guys need to rein yourselves in, okay? When we are playing matches, right? First round, sure, right? If we're in the second round or the second time going to a site and you're like, okay, guys, like, we can't do this because of this, this, and this, like, bans aren't going to be enough to take care of it. Like, they're super hard countering. We need to switch it up. Sure, right? Whatever. Maybe make an adjustment there. But the first attack round of your half, like, just do what you know. You know what I mean? Like, there's not even any reason for you guys to be doing this. Like, you know what? I see the logical conclusion of we want to get wall, like, IT wall open and then take rafters. So we want to be below rafters. So we're gonna clear the entire. But like, you guys don't Like you do nothing. You just crouch walk through the map and end up in a situation where you just get a shot in the back because you haven't cleared. There's no cuts. There's no nothing. No one's holding anything, right? So like when you guys go on attack, I need you guys to just do what we talked about, right? And we're gonna go through it on like the other maps too. Because the on bank, I think there's a really good round we'll get to later. But you guys like notice something and then make an adjustment, and the adjustment's good, and I like it, and we'll talk about it then. But like here, like it's round one, right? We have no idea what they're doing. Just do default and figure stuff out. Like at the absolute bare minimum though, even if you're gonna do this, like we need to have like cuts and stuff,
Right. Understood.
and watching staircases and stuff. Because like I see that like you pick Buck, you want to work for underneath, but
Yeah, I also wanted to go under like the pillar wall and clear like the Mira out from the pillar and like.
there's not a
there was a lot
Mira.
of- Yeah, there is a Mira. Wasn't there?
We banned Mira.
No.
We banned Mira.
Oh, never mind. I retarded. Never mind. Never mind.
I remember this round. I remember you specifically saying I'm gonna go free kitchen, or Bino saying I'm gonna go free kitchen.
Yeah, Bino said it, and then I came with them.
Because in that super easy match against wherever Marietta or Wilkes, Bino was, entering and lurking. So he just wanted to keep doing that.
Right, but like, all right, if we were, if Bino's gonna do that, right? Whatever, we could yell at Bino about like he has to be an entry that takes space, right? Because if you look at this fucking lineup, obviously, right? Like if you're just attacking rafters, you don't really need. There's no space to take, right? You're opening the wall and then you're like fucking clearing out rafters with fucking utility or hopping in the window, whatever. If we're gonna play a shield, which by the way, we like. When was the last time we didn't play a shield attacking the top floor? Like when's the last time we scrimmed and we didn't play like a fucking Blackbeard hopping in the window? Because you do it on the next round, right?
Mhm.
So like I just want us to like continue. So like I understand like if he's like okay, like it's easier for me to get pressure on rafters if I do this long walk. You don't have to join him, right? We have to stop doing this thing where we clump. Like everything ends up being this situation where we end up just on top of each other. It happens on bank as well, and there's like a couple of rounds where it like goes poorly because of it. Like you don't need to be on top of each other if someone's going for like a lurk play. Like if you are like I want to work the vertical below, right? Either you're this guy lurking through and Bino has to go do something else, or you're gonna help them get wall, drone rafters, whatever, and then you can go down and work vert, right?
Understood.
Unless we're fucking
Or-
sending like people like a bunch of people like up waterfall, like unless this is the push, like just help the push, you know what I mean? I'm gonna
Right.
I honestly I don't really care about this round because it just goes so absolutely abysmally. We get like the wall open and then like people just die off screen, like fucking 4 people die in that what is that, storage, just die in storage for absolutely no reason,
Yeah.
right? Like get the wall open, get on this door, get on their window, clear these zombie barricades with whatever you want to do, fucking shoot them, XYZ, flash this guy, whatever, right? And then take rafters. Because they play this rafters extension fucking awfully, right? They have a rotate here, they have head holes on the left, this wall is fine, right? Like if we clear out rafters and we have control of this, there's absolutely nothing they can do to stop us from planting PCs. Like
Right.
literally nothing. We just need to like take these like we just need to do normal shit so that we can punish when people do dumb things.
I'm getting interrogated.
Right? We're losing to a cav on top floor. Like it's unreal. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like if you like if I just turned this off, right? And I said here's a ranked game, guys. Or if I turned like the HUD off and I said here's a ranked game, guys. Guess what fucking elo it is? And you watched fucking like 3 people go below and die to a cav on top floor attack, you would go silver. It's silver, it's bronze, it's copper. Like we have to just fucking like think about like what matters. And that's the thing. What matters is like something that we're just not like getting, because the same thing happens on border. It's the reason you guys lose the series, the reason you guys lose border, the reason you guys lose Nighthaven Labs is because you guys don't understand what matters. Right? Like below does not matter. The vert isn't gonna you're gaining nothing from working the vert there, right? even if you guys end up going connector side, right? Let me see if I can pull up really quick paint, and then we can talk about this. I think we might end up being here a while, just so everyone's aware. But like, even if you guys go connector side, right? Let me see. File open. Even Labs top floor. Right? So if you guys, even if you guys are going for this
Black
attack, oh, black screen, you guys can't see it.
Can't see it.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm streaming here. Share my screen, entire screen, screen one. Now you can see, right? Can you see my cursor or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was streaming the web application, but
Oh, good.
or like my Chrome. Even if you guys are going con side, right? Like if we open this, we open here, and we're going con side, right? Like the vert, we still have to clear rafters, or try to clear rafters, because or like we need at least to have this open. We can try to clear rafters if we don't, right? Whatever. Like this guy that sits here is like, you could just flash this guy from like here or through the rotate. We're not super worried. Like we don't need to work below for this guy. You know what I mean? Like what can he do in the face of what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like I understand like the hypothetical of, oh, like every power position can just get cleared by me below. But like I said before, like even in that situation, you don't need to be there at the start. You can be there after we clear all this stuff out, right? Like your flashes are useful, your gun is useful. Like walk in top lobby, walk in e-box, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When would a situation like that arise? Like, when would lurking below to like clear them out late round or slash mid round? When would that be acceptable, if not encouraged?
All right. So let's say we're going we get this wall open, right? We get this wall open, we're in connector, whatever. They're stalling us with some kind of like, I don't know, maybe they have like an Azami in here that's playing pixel angle, like in PCs. Uh, or maybe they have like a clash or something, right? And they have a clash in this round. So this is where I'm saying, like it's not necessarily unreasonable, but you don't, it's not what you want to be doing in the start of the round, right? You and Bino below, you're basically condemning, ignoring the cav even, right? Because the cav just rips the round apart. But ignoring anyone below, right? It's so impossible to actually take the space that you need when you're low on man count, like 3v5 already, right? Like if you're going below and you're like working up through the vertical, you like these, you need basically two support players to clear all of this through by themselves, take all of this space with not a lot of actual like flash util, etc. And then, right, then you're useful. So just clear with them. When you get to this point where you guys are like on these doors, on this breach, on this rotate, and the push is stalling, then you can like say rotate out, breach down, go in the window below, start working vert there, right? Or if you want to go below, walk up aqua. Does what I'm saying make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like it's the part where we talked about the last time we did a VOD review, where it's like you need to make sure that you're actually helping the team when you're doing stuff. If you and Bino just walk below, like you're not actually helping the team. And it's really hard to maintain control of what you're taking below because there's there's what is two staircases on opposite sides of the map to come up, right? Like
Yep.
you would basically need Bino to hard hold one staircase, someone holds a drone on the other staircase, and then you can work for it. But like at that point, right, like there's not enough people to work the top floor clear. So we need to work the top floor clear and then we can go down if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah, that
Right?
makes a ton of sense.
Especially it's especially good if you get picks on this top floor clear. Let's say we're like 5v4 or 5v3. Now you have the man advantage to spare that you can rotate people below and start working stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. It's like serving the round utility per your role and then being able to make plays based off of that
Yeah. All
and
right.
like where you are in the round.
Then this round I actually liked out of you guys. I'm not going to complain about this one too much. There are like some slight nitpicky things, but I think overall it's good. You guys drone, you see that there's a super hard above hold. And you guys are like, "Okay, let's rush." Right? Let's rush plant. Let's get bomb down and then they have to fall back into us. You know what I mean? Um
Guess who said that?
was it you, Ollie?
Yeah.
All right. What I will say is I don't hate opening this wall over here, this garage wall,
Mhm.
um before you do that. And I also would prefer if we're gonna rush, because I can't see obviously the exact positions of everyone, right? But I see the idea of coordination here. Bino Ying's above as you guys run in. I would really prefer it if that breach below stayed closed until we were going to run through it, right? So like when you guys open it, now like they're in position, like they know that you have breach open, like they're moving to get
Yeah.
onto vertical, right? If you open the rafters, not the rafters, but like the bottom garage wall and leave just Bino out there and you guys come down and you place this breaching charge on here while you get in set in position, right? They're thinking that you're gonna clear them out, right? They're like,
Mhm.
okay, they just breached top garage, right? It also cuts their fall down through uh the open hatch, and they don't know that this wall is open yet, right? But you guys open this wall and then Bino starts yinging above, and now this guy, like, they know what's happened, and at this point like probably people have already started to move, right? Because you like put yourself in their position, right? Nothing gets opened anywhere on the map, no cams are shot, breach gets opened, right? People are already starting to move back. You can see, right? This guy's in rafters and this guy's in IT, but like these three guys are already moving downstairs. This guy's in cargo, you know. This is just unfortunate. Bino hops into a fucking warden and into a Fenrir. Um, I like planting, not default. I wish that when we did this here, we just pushed through. I like flooding here, especially like when they have like all the vert above you guys. I think looking for a flood here is really good. I don't love that we all stayed outside. I also don't know, Gunny and Clayton, if you remember where you guys entered. I know I see Clayton on the hatch later, but like, did you
I
guys
ended
just
it.
hop in vending window, both of you?
I ended up
No, I
going
was
in vending
on
window.
breach.
You were on breach, so you and Riley were both on breach. Clayton's vending window, Bino's above.
Mhm.
Okay, right.
How'd you die
So
on breach?
that's
The
from the
castle
door.
swung, and I just couldn't see him because of how the graphics quality was.
Oh,
Okay.
was
It was
graphics super
unfortunate.
bad on there?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
terrible.
these retards put it on 50/50, man. The TAA quality.
GG. All right, Ollie, I need you to fucking ADS, man.
Bro, he was gonna kill me either way.
Just
I
sit
think
in that
so.
corner or swing him ADS, man. Give yourself a fighting chance. Why are you proning and shooting? And then, like, here's the thing, Clayton. I see you here, right? Like, here's the thing. Was this castled? This window here,
Yeah,
and
it
you had to
was.
like
I
nade
had
it
to nade it.
and jump in.
Yeah.
You like what? Here's the thing. If
Uh-huh.
you guys are rushing, right? What do you give the team by being here, right?
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be totally honest. I I rotated out of there. I thought when we rush planted the previous times we had run through Animus and planted on like that Animus door, and I thought that's where it was going the whole round. And so I was still sitting outside of the warehouse breach, and it wasn't until the plant had gone down that I realized that it was in EXO. And I didn't
What
know where it was
warehouse
down.
breach? What warehouse breach?
The warehouse wall.
That wasn't breached.
I thought somebody used a can on it. Didn't Gunny use a can on it?
Did you use a can on it, Gunny? Maybe you did, and I didn't. I don't see it in the.
I did not. I only went to breach, unless Dakota did.
No,
No,
Bino
he
has
died
both of
with two in
his.
pocket. I could have sworn one of them was open.
No.
The one was maybe the
I
mudroom
see.
door
This
was.
is. I'm still gonna make the same case for. I really think we should flood here, right? You see all these guys above. You're rushing. You're taking advantage of the fact that these people are off site. You're trying to overwhelm them with numbers on site, right? We should. Honestly, the best thing that we could do here, realistically, I don't hate the rush plant. I don't hate that call. I think the best thing to do is Bino distracts the guy above. You guys run in, you look for the one guy on site, and you take the one, and then you take site entirely. And then they have to fall back into you, right? I really prefer that to like rush planting. I guess it's like unfortunate just because Gunny dies on the breach, and if we have Gunny alive on breach, like this is probably an easier round. But like yeah, Clay, I think you should just be with the team. Like you're just hopping in and hoping that no one is in the area because like think about you're running basically to where they're going to fall back through.
Yep.
Right? It's two staircases. Even if right like the most likely scenario is that someone just hears you nade the window and then looks at it and then you jump in and you get fried. Right? Like you don't hear and you end up in like a decent position, but I feel like in more rounds than not it's bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, it was a very hectic round, and I just didn't know
Yeah.
where the plant was
I
going
like
down.
to
And
be
I would have
honest,
played
to be
it
fair,
different.
I like the call. I think it was correct. Even watching it back, I was like, "Oh wow, I really hope that they rush here." And then I watched you guys rush. I was like, "That's great." So I don't hate the call. It's unfortunate that it went the way that it did. A couple of bad like things just went unfortunate, like just didn't go the way that we wanted them to. Um, just like for next time, it's like you could definitely like flood there, take the one on the guy in sight, and just timing things in such a way that you don't tell them what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if you don't want to use the thermite charge upstairs, right? Like Bino going and breaching garage wall there is good because it makes them think that something is coming to them. All right. This round is abysmal will be the best word that I could use to describe it. I do want to note at this point, Ollie, you do not pick thermite for the rest of the game. Was there
Yeah.
like a reason for that or no?
Because I was told to play DMR.
No, you wanted to play DMR.
No, Clayton literally told me to
Clayton
play
told you?
DMR.
Stop
Yes.
listening to Clayton. Clayton, stop IGLing.
I don't think that's true either, by the way.
All right.
Because I remember you telling me, "Hey, bring DMR. It'll be good." And I
No,
listened.
I can hear the smile in your voice, bro. You're lying.
Bro, why the fuck would I lie in this kind of situation, man? No, genuinely.
I
Look,
look if
I
you made that call, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's
I will
true.
say
Even saying you fucking smiling pisses me off, man.
I think that there's a lot of walls that we kind of want open all the way. I think that uh even attacking top floor, I don't hate double hard breach lineups. If we're gonna just go straight aqua every single time, even there it's good, right? Like if thermite has to sit outside breach, you can bring the guy with hard breach charges in rafters, or he can go blue and open that single wall. But like you guys struggle here for a whole host of reasons. But I think one of them is not bringing enough hard breach. I think that we should make sure that we're bringing enough hard breach for the sites that we're attacking. Um, if we're gonna push whatever we're gonna push, like we need to make sure that we're thinking about that and it's not 2020. You don't have one hard breach player anymore. Like we can have uh Riley play hard breach
Cans.
or
I think
or Gunny on cans or Clayton on cans or something like
Bino
to that
brings
effect.
Ying this round and he brings cans. I don't remember.
He does not.
Okay.
Yeah. That might be the next one.
Okay, yeah,
Or
it's
whenever
probably
we
the next.
attack this again.
Let's see if we can get towards the attacks. Right. So can we fucking see something? All right. So we have Clayton walking in top aqua. Riley is walking in rafters. Ollie, you're outside droning, I assume. Bino's here with Clayton. This is fine up until this point, right? You know, it is what it is. Clayton, you open this hatch, and then you open like some vert. I don't know what vert you're working here, right? Like, opening this hatch, we like we're going across over, and then we're gonna go down lobby and work site. Like,
Right.
you opening this hatch, all it does is if you want to breach this wall, gives them an angle through the hatch to look at you, or lets them hear you, or anything like that, right? You opening this isn't gonna pressure anyone out of anything at all.
Understood.
Right? And like, you see this impact here. This guy is safe from all of this stuff you're doing. All you've really done is give them angles up through at you. I will say, right, the fact that we have not breached any of these walls is criminal, right?
There was
Like,
a miscommunication here.
It was a miscommunication.
I heard something completely different. I don't remember what it was, but Clayton told me to go. He asked me if I have breaches, but I heard something else. I don't remember what I heard, and then I just told him no,
okay,
and then I didn't come and breach con.
yeah, all right. I mean, like, I think if that's the case, if we think that we have no breach, the answer can never be just funneling through this door. You know what I mean? Like even if we believe that, we have to rotate over and go like main lobby stairs, right? Like, we need to walk in there. We need to walk in uh what's the name of that, like, conference, right? I There's no world where the correct answer is we're going to send 3 people through, like, you know what I mean? Like these windows, I think Ollie gets slammed here,
Yeah,
which is like unfortunate, whatever. But like, the call just needs to be made to rotate, right? And at that point, right, like, we're 3v5, and then I think Gunny, are you outside? It looks
Yeah,
like
he
you are,
just
and he just fucking
he just
swings you and kills
doused
you.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Clayton, you walk through, you get killed by this guy, right? Like, this is just a fucking
Yeah,
disgusting,
it's a
disgusting
business.
round, right? And I think we just need to be more aware of like what's going on, right? And like, the other thing is, where do all our drones go? Right? Like, is that accurate up in the fucking top right corner? Do we have all of our drones destroyed? Like, we spawn in, we have 1 shot, we have 9 drones in pocket. Then it says that fucking 5 are destroyed, but I don't know if I believe that. So maybe we have 4 drones on the map, 5 in pocket,
remember.
and then slowly over the course, let's see. I'm assuming that whoever's droning is droning with the drones that they had in prep phase, right? We watch what's going on. Notice that not a single one of you has thrown the pocket drone yet. Is that correct, or is this bugged? Does
I
that
don't
sound
remember.
correct?
I get slammed off for Windows, so I think I do not use my drone.
It seems
Right?
like I didn't. I was just holding the cut top lobby the whole time.
Okay.
I
Right? Like,
think mine got shot in prep phase, and then was the one. Do you remember if the one top lobby was mine or not?
no, we're watching you walk through the map, man. If yours got shot in prep, it's not your drone. Right? Like,
I
these
don't
guys
remember.
are playing in a fucking box. Their strat is 3 people sit in con with the walls reinforced, with 4 walls reinforced, and we can't beat that. because we're not droning and we're not breaching their wall, right? Like the reason why I say that you guys need to like have plans for attack, like just do stuff the same every single time for the first round at least, is like people should just know what they're doing, right? Like we should just know that we have to get con open here, right? Like I don't even want to, like I don't know why our entire push is 5 men from the opposite side of the map, right? Like the concept of not being able to get con wall here is ridiculous, right? And then the round falls apart. I won't fucking, after we lose 2 people like immediately, it's like, what's done is done, right? But like how is it even remotely, like I need you guys to like realize how crazy it is to get, we clear up until this point, we have encountered 0 fucking opposition. Not a single person sees the double reinforced wall in the hole in the fucking floor and goes, I should drone what's going on in con. Not a single one of you, right? Like we just need to be present. You know what I mean? Like being an entry for you, Clayton, and for Bino if he watches this back later, right? It doesn't mean you don't hit the fucking drone button, right? The space is taken. We've taken the space, right? Get on drone and figure out what our next step is, right?
Next time we attack this, me and Gunny should swap positions. I think Gunny goes on meeting windows, and then I go in for sight, not sight,
I
for
also
command.
said
We should just
during
open the
matches.
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
said the exact same thing you just said, Dan. Like once we take that space, just drone them, and you can rotate people out if you need to. Open the walls, and then we can kill them.
All right. I like also like if we're at like the point, right, where we know going, because I know what you guys do in the next attack, right? If we're playing against any strat anywhere where they are just reinforcing themselves in a box, our only hard breach for the round cannot be 2 hard breach charges, right? Like it just can't. The other thing that I'm going to mention after these bans go through is that Maverick has been up this entire map and we have not played it once. Like, do we have someone on the team capable of Maverick tricking?
I do it the old-fashioned way.
That's
But I
fine.
know Riley does it
I
better.
don't I
I
don't
know
care
how
if you
to.
do it the old-fashioned way. I don't care if you as long as we can get the wall open. Like we just have to be playing Maverick here. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The operator's broken in half. Like especially on these walls, right? Like because I talked to Clayton after, I don't remember if it was day 1 or after the event ended, where we were talking about map pool stuff, right? And how we have to play more maps, yada yada yada, right? Like if we play fucking Clubhouse, if we play um like Chalet, we technically play Chalet, but if we like play more Chalet, if we play any of these maps that Maverick is really good at, like we have to be playing Maverick in these situations. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like even on Bank, people play Maverick to get the hatches. You know what I mean? Like this operator is
Hmm.
very very good. Like we just need to be able to play him. It goes for every operator, right? Like you know we're banning Clash here, right? Clash is open for us so many times. I'm sure there's opportunities for us to pick Clash and we never pick Clash. I'm sure there's opportunities for us to pick all kinds of operators that are very good that we just don't play. Like we need to be able to play operators, especially ones that are good, like Maverick. They banned our Nomad for God knows what reason. Did we play a Nomad? I don't even think we did. Uh, maybe. Right. And this, right? Like, look, now all of a sudden we've remembered how we fucking attack the top floor normally, right? Um, except instead of playing Thermite, we're playing Hard Breach Charge, uh, Striker. But I know I talked to Gunny about it. It's because of the uh, zombies and Raptors. I don't love it, right? But now that we're talking about it, it's like I'm fine, right? Like I wasn't there, I wasn't able to say anything. I'm not gonna say this, that, or the other thing about it. I'm just going to say going forward, right? Like we want to be able to like hold IT wall open, right? We want to be able to not have to vault through con. You know what I mean? Like we just need to keep stuff like that in mind. Um, but we also need to like think, because what happens here right? Like, the wall is electrified, right? Cade is banned. We know it's bandit, right? Our entire top floor strat we built so that we can defend Riley on the bandit trick, right? So you would think that we would be able to beat a bandit tricker when we go top floor, right? Like, this shouldn't be surprising. Like, do we remember if it was called that this was a bandit or not?
I don't think so.
I mean, surely we knew. Cade's banned.
That's what I'm saying, right? But you guys are Thatcher hard breach charging it, right? Like, we have to know. We have to be like, oh, guys, maybe we have to go below because they're bandit tricking, right? I understand, right? Like, sometimes when you guys like scrim, you're like, oh, well, I hope they're not bandit tricking, right? But like, we're in a match, it's 5-4, right? Like, this is their match point. Like, maybe we should do the due diligence to either play like they're bandit tricking or check and see if they are bandit tricking, right? Like, we basically throw this round away, and this is not a round we can afford to throw away, right? Like, the entire momentum of the match depends on if this goes 5-5 or if this goes 6-4. You know what you guys understand what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
so huge. Obviously every round is important, but like, pivotal moments like this, like, you just have to like do your due diligence and take 15 seconds to rotate Bino outside of storage window and have him shoot through the floor at this bandit. You know what I mean? Or have Riley do it, or whoever you want to move. Or even like, if you're like, okay, we're gonna Thatcher and double hard breach charge the wall so that he can't get both. Like, something has to happen here. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
like, this is one of those things where it's like this might be like, if you want to like zoom out and like look at it in the grand scheme of things, like, this could be the round that means that you guys do not make finals, right? 5-4 down a round, need it, you guys shortcut and you get punished for it, right? Like, that's kind of stuff can't happen. This is the kind of stuff that we really need to clean up if you want to win matches. I'm gonna let it continue to play, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We're down 2 people. Um, it's kind of a fucking shit show. We don't have Raptors. We don't have the breach. We're just kind of like shoving our face into things. I think that honestly, right? Like, I think objectively, like, the highest percentage play is to rotate away from this and try to go con IT. Um, but like, you guys are just tilted because you got bandit tricked and 2 people died, and you're just trying to get out of the round. You know what I mean? Um, But like, I think in like situations like this where you guys are down a lot of men, like, the best thing to do is just go to hallways where they have to give you 1v1s. And not like do this where you walk into 4 crossfires. I don't think it ends up mattering. You pick that guy up, Gunny gets one outside somewhere, um, and then like the round just falls apart because that guy sits in a corner. Again, we actually used our drones this time, which is nice, and you guys almost wrestled us back, but like, you're still, you're fighting into that. Like, there's not really much that you can do there. They go basement again. I think this round is good. I think I remember this round. I think this one is good. Um, by the way, I only want to talk about our attacks today. I think our defenses were good overall. And I'm sure that like we could go through and talk about like specific defenses and stuff that we could be doing better. But I'm not going to keep you guys here for 12 hours. You know what I mean? Um,
12.
so I think that this one is good. We have drones upstairs. Like, they have this weird extension that they're playing. Gunny gets on a cut outside of the I don't know what you guys call it, but like that waterfall hallway window. That like blue hall
The 90.
window. Yeah, like the 90 window.
Yeah.
And I think he gets like 1 or 2 through it. Yep. Man down. Right? And like look at like, cuz we've talked about stuff like this, right? Where we want to hold cuts and then pressure people into them, right? Like, this guy just gives up a freebie. You guys are walking in. Uh, you know, Bino above. I think, Clayton, unfortunate, but you get refragged. You guys just kind of like move this down. I think, yeah, Bino gets the down, and then there's fucking nothing that this guy can do, and you guys are in a 2v4. I don't hate the way that we did this. These guys, you guys are slow and controlled. These guys fall back. You drone them out. You get to where you need to be. Right? We start looking for the exo execute. You guys are working the vert. You rotate Ollie outside. He goes towards breach. He's going to open breach. Right? Like this is just exactly how we want these rounds to go every single time. This round was great. Right? Like I really have no notes here. Just clinical. I think this one was good. Right? And you can imagine, right? Like let's say you guys like win the last round, right? Because we did things the way we're supposed to. They go, well, we won basement last time, so let's go basement again. They do this, you guys do this to them. You're up 6-5. You know what I mean? Like you can see how like that round, like rounds like that are so important because when you have these good rounds, it just all adds up. Like this time, you guys took your time, you drone stuff, you work together. Like great round. And then we go into the kitchen cafeteria, and it is genuinely like almost the exact same as last time. We have Spino stick the Ying. No, Bino swaps Jackal. So we have, one set of Heartbreach charges. We have the Buck. We have the Ash again. No, it was other way around. Clayton was Buck, and Riley was Gridlock. And still, this is fine, right? Like this is a fine setup for us. We just need to be, like we know exactly what they're going to do going into this round. We just need to like be more prepared for stuff like this, right? Like Clayton, you're gonna walk the same way you did last time. I'm assuming that Bino's doing like he's entering a slightly different spot, but he's gonna clear up towards you as well, right? You guys have all of this as clear. You walk all the way through. It's like, free 99. And then you get to the same position and you're like, all right, what if I just walk on top of the holes in the floor again? Or maybe you don't actually walk on top of the holes in the floor, but like the idea is that like nothing actually changes. You know what I mean? Like you do. You just walk through. Like what are we going off of here? You know what I mean? Like if Gunny is, you see Gunny, he's holding the cross. They can't escape, right? Ollie is breaching their wall, I believe, or he's
No,
going
I
to come
stay
and
leading
breach their
window.
wall, or I swear this wall gets opened at some point. One of these walls gets opened at some point. But like, if you stay over there, we need to, like, we have to know that we have to get this stuff open. If our plan is to just swing, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, doesn't
Now,
Bino tell you to go in? Because I remember you guys having an argument about
That
that.
was still other round.
Okay.
all right. So now Bino's holding this. I swear to God, Ali, you
Doesn't
come over.
I think after
Yeah.
this, now we're asking for it to be opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, right. It's opened,
And
and
he
this
swaps
guy.
out immediately.
No.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't?
No. He fucks it up. He can't swap. He fucks it up. Look at that. He cannot swap, and then he's stuck here. He's dead. He should be dead. Right? But like we just need to coordinate this stuff like Gunny, you're on his breach with flashbangs. Just flash this guy. Like or Ollie just like ask for it, or like this guy should be dead a million times. Right? We just need to like be ready. Or is that Bino on there? I guess it's Bino on there. That's my bad. Sorry, Gunny. Like we just need to make sure that we're doing this stuff like together. Right? Like this guy should never get one there. And maybe it's not Ollie's fault. But like we really like imagine we have a thermite here and we just thermite this wall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We saw exactly this last time. We should know that they reinforce con both sides. We should know that they give it up all the way for free. We should know that we can just open the con wall. Like this is one of those things. It's just like we have to like we've attacked it already. Also, Riley, I don't think you do get on top of it, but if you went into the other room into connector, you could get on top of that shield.
Okay, I heard.
The connector is soft.
I think we were coordinating like
Yeah,
here.
yeah. You guys get the down, and then you guys walk in here, and it's just lined up for that guy. It's unfortunate. So that's how we lose map 1, right? And so we talked about it, right? Like, you're gonna notice a pattern. We need to just like, we need to do what we practice, right? So when we go into scrims, we want to be doing stuff the same way, so that when we go into a game, we know what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't really have this question of, right, like, oh, like what is our attack gonna look like? I think it's fine if you guys want to have like 2 attacks. If we say, okay, guys, we're playing Nighthaven, we're gonna either attack con into rafters, or we're gonna go, or not con into rafters, we're gonna go IT into rafters, or we're gonna go con into IT, right? If like that's what we're doing, and then we say at the start of the round, okay, guys, we're doing con into IT, or okay, guys, we're doing IT into rafters, right? Like stuff like that is fine, but we should not have stuff be so wishy-washy that we're like, okay, right, like we're in the situation where Bino's going to do whatever he wants, and Clayton's going to do whatever he wants, and Gunny and Ali are going to get one of the 2 walls, and then we're going to figure stuff out. You know what I mean? Like, we have to have plans and go back and work those strats so that, you know, like, we know what's going on. Like, people need to, here's the thing, right? It's so hard to play a game where you don't understand, where you don't know what your teammates are doing, right? Like, think of how awful solo queue is. You know what I mean? You queue into a solo queue game, you're like, I can't count on anyone to do anything. I just need to make sure that my plan wins me the round, right? You guys are playing some of these rounds like that. You should be able to, outlines off, name tags off, like operator icons off. You should be able to know what your teammates are doing, right? Even if it's not a matter of like, you don't know exactly what they're doing in the moment, because like, we can't plan moment by moment, second by second, right? Like, they should be calming well enough that you know what's going on, but when we get into the start of the round, like, you should know what's going on. You know what I mean? And I feel like we've had this discussion before, so I would really appreciate if going forward we can do stuff like that, right? If we're like, if we have to do like going into a scrim, we talk, right? We say, like, like, give us 5 minutes when we all get into the lobby, and then we discuss like what we're going to do attacking every site, right? Like, that's fine. If we have to do that for matches too, that's fine, right? But it shouldn't be a question of what are we doing. Everyone should know. And then the things that happen in the round should be what introduces confusion, right? Like, if people die, if stuff like that happens, right? Like, that should be where, like, we're unsure. We shouldn't be unsure in the 5v5. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna go into bank. Bank, I did like some of what I saw. I think, honestly, um, I think it was 50-50 us playing bad on attack, and 50-50 just fucking series of unfortunate events happening, right? Like, we'll go through some of these fucking attacks. There's just shit like blind nitros nailing people, double nitros, just like people getting flanked, like shit, like stuff like that is just, it's gonna happen. And I cannot tell you how insanely proud I am of you guys for pulling this map back, but the truth is that it should not have been close. So I'm happy that we pulled it back, and I think that you guys should be right. Like, that is that is proof of how much better than these guys you are, if anything, right? You guys lock in and you take 6 rounds in a row. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of those things where it's like, we just need to do this a little. Like, we just need to work this a little better. And one thing that I will say, uh we're just going to start this round off, right? You guys, because we have the bank bible, you guys are like starting in the right position, and like stuff is going great, but you guys are slightly like on autopilot, and it does get you, like, it does lose you a few rounds here on the attacks, right? So, like, Clayton, you're going in stock here. It doesn't happen this round, but it happens the next time you guys attack the basement. You should be opening the window and droning from the roof, right? Like, we should do that every round. I think you drop in front of the window and shoot it open and drone it, and the first round no one's there and it's fine, and the second round there's a guy ratting in there and he kills you.
Yeah, and
Right?
I
Like,
heard him the second time too. Like, I knew he was there. I lost the gunfight. I had some sort of like confirmed intel on him, but I know I hear what you're saying.
yeah, it's all good. What I will say, I'm just gonna say this now. We're just gonna have a small discussion, Spence, since Dakota just showed up. Dakota, do you like playing Ying, or do you play Ying because you feel like we want someone playing Ying?
Um, I do like playing Ying. I'm just trying to work on like figuring out when to use the util because I do like prefer to just like shoot people, but
Sure.
I really do like Yinging. It helps me a lot when I do.
I was gonna say, I think that, and this is not like a slight, but I do not think you are a good Ying player. I think it just doesn't mesh with you well.
Okay.
Um, and I hope you also don't take this the wrong way, Clayton. I don't love the way that you play Deimos either. I don't
Cool with not
know
playing Deimos. I
if we
think I
want
suck on
to
Deimos.
swap those two, right? Because like the way that I am thinking about this right now is also in relation to the positions that you guys are playing, right? So we have Clayton. You are solo entering, not really solo entering, but you are coming in top square and joining up with the team. Well, Dakota, you're outside main lobby, walking in solo to main lobby, right? I think that swapping those operators there would be good, right? Like have the Deimos be the guy that's outside and have the Ying be the guy that's closer to the team. Also, just because of the fact that like I think the strongest way that you can Deimos scan someone is to not actually take the gunfight with them, but just call for someone else, right? Like if Deimos is in the fucking middle of nowhere and he can just call exactly where someone is, and then he like the person that's getting tracked can only see where Deimos is and doesn't know where the person that he's actually fighting is. Like I feel like that's way better, and it ends up like kind of biting you guys in the ass here, that Clayton has to take a fight with someone. But that was just a kind of side tangent that I had after or before we get into this. So I think that you guys do a great job here, right? Like this is exactly the way that we fucking drew this play up, right? Fucking BB gets in, guy behind him, guy's stock, right? Guy top square, guy main lobby, right? Like where can this guy go except back to site? You know what I mean? Like what does this guy have available to him?
Also do have ACOG here that messes with my playstyle.
Yeah, I figured that it wasn't good because I know you swap it later. Right? But like here's where it goes. We need to make sure that we're doing our like once again due diligence, right? Ali, I think you get shot in the back by this guy that's hiding in fucking yeah, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
drone here. Yeah,
we need
I
a
should have
drone.
said something.
No. It's fine, right? We just need to do it next time because that I think loses the round. Like losing the shield like that is so awful. Bino, I think you go and you hard breach fucking what's it?
Open up the hatches.
Elevator.
Because the next
But
time
then
we
you get
attack
shot
basement,
in
I
this
saw them.
guy's fucking. You get shot
Yeah,
through
that
Clayton
guy
basically.
destroyed me. Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? But like we don't want, like we don't need to breach yet. We have zero control. We need to get open and kitchen control, right? Like we should just focus on killing this guy, right? Like
Yeah.
we have the hatches open, right? Like we could have someone drop janitor or drop open on this guy. We are holding him with Riley from square, but we just take three 1v1s against this guy, right? Like Clayton, you scan him, and like you're fighting this guy 1v1, but like we don't have to be doing, like we shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? Like we should be grouping and fucking pinching this guy out. Like imagine if we just fucking like roll a Ying from the hatch or drone this guy from the hatch, right? Like who dies with their fucking drone in pocket here? Everyone. Right? We talked about this on Nighthaven when we were attacking the secondary site, dying with our drones in pocket, right? Like, even if we get to this point where, like, let's say, like, Bino dies, and that's the first time we learn that this guy's in fucking open, like, drone this guy. We're pinging something. Do we have him on drone and we're just losing to this guy anyway? Okay. In that situation, it's even worse. We should be fucking throwing util at this guy and killing him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This is another pet peeve of mine, by the way. If we're going to play Thatcher, stop playing EMPs on fucking what's his name? Or like Striker.
Striker.
Like bring something else if we're gonna play the Thatcher. If we're not gonna play the Thatcher, right? Like if we just want to play fucking Maverick, we talked about Maverick like 20 minutes or not 10, 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, right? If we're just gonna play Maverick, imagine like what we open up. Like we could run Maverick here, and then this guy's hard breach charges, and something else flashes, smokes, nades, whatever you want, and he can just be the guy that goes and gets blue, and then Maverick can be the guy that opens these two hatches, or one of these hatches. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it is really, if we know where this guy is, also, Clayton, you need to slow down, right? Like, I understand that it's 3v4 and you want to get the pick back, but what's even worse is 2v4 and we have to get the pick back, right? Which is exactly what ends up happening. Like, he can't run away, he can't go anywhere. You guys have a minute 45 seconds left. Wait for Gunny. Like, worst case scenario, get the refrag. You know what I mean? Like, double up.
Yep.
I see the vision of like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy through the wall, but you know, sometimes shit happens. Like, just wait, just wait, because if you waited 5 seconds, Gunny would be here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like this is stuff that we have to like stop doing, because right, like we can't give rounds away. Like every round is so important, we can't just give rounds away. And then this guy just ends up fucking ending the whole round. Riley like does a really good job of like almost bringing it back, but like how could you possibly? You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
Smoke Tachanka left in a 2v1. Like what can you possibly do? Next we attack top floor, and this is good, right? Like we have our setup, we know what we're doing, and this is like textbook, right? Like first round attacking a site, right? We have our set play, we know exactly what everyone's doing, right? We have it down to a T. You know what I mean? Like this is the strat, and everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone knows what everyone else is doing. Everyone like at every point in the round, like you could say what someone else should be doing. You know what I mean? And we do a really good job here. Get we get Bino in below. We're on the windows. Um, we see that this guy's playing here. This is exactly what we talked about with getting the guy in below, the Ash, the Deimos, the fucking Buck, whatever we want it to be. Here it's Ash, right? Like you literally could not draw it up better. You know what I mean? Uh, Clayton gets slammed off some dumb shit, but like, you know, shit happens, right? We have like all the control we want, you know what I mean? Like we have Bino in below, we have the guys set up, we have everyone set up to do this. We are prepped to execute. Smokes are going out, like gadgets on, we're stunning. Bino is still lurking below for this guy that's coming to deny plant. We kill him, right? Like, and you guys, this is a clean feed, so there's no casters, but they're literally like, you could give this guy 1,000,000 seconds, and he's never winning this round, let alone in 40, right? Like, this is exactly how we need stuff to go, right? And so, like, this was a great round. This is exactly how you draw it up every single time. Like, we win this first round. That's what we need, right? Um, then they run it back. And I think you guys anticipate that they're going to. I don't know if you anticipate or if you just notice that they are playing way harder below. So what you do is you bring Ollie in below with Bino to fight this below hold, and I really like that. But what I will say is, I don't know if you guys assume or know how many people there are below, but I think that what I like doing, especially now that like they you know shot every single one of your cameras, I really like bringing more people to this below clear. Like if we're gonna do this, like really commit to it. You know what I mean? Like I think it's totally reasonable to have like maybe um Gunny or someone like drop the sewers and walk up through the basement, and then you have a backstab on these guys or whatever you want, like however you want to do it. Um, because you know that they're going to be contesting below, right? It's that, or it's just go through the top floor so hard that they can't possibly stop you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like we're fucking Capitao yinging, Amaroing in through the windows, like flooding site full to try to like overwhelm the guys on site, right? I think what ends up happening is you guys get 2 and below here. I think you're just
I
not
missed all my
expecting.
shots
No,
here.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't think it's your bad for missing all your shots. You're just not expecting the 2 below here, right? So it ends up like Bino gets traded out immediately, and it's kind of like that same thing where it's like, you know, if we like are expecting multiple people below here, we should we could do something to help these guys. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
either bring Gunny in, or bring Clayton in, or whatever we want to do, right?
I think I should have gone in as well because
No,
I
I don't
felt
think
pretty
so.
useless
I
on the
think
repels.
I
think
think
we
you're
should have had
fine
Gunny
to
or Rally.
make sure that they don't get flanked from beepers here, because like look, that's what this guy goes for, or he looks like he's going for. He goes up marble, but you know what I mean. And you prevent them from
Yeah.
walking down spiral and shooting them in the back. I don't hate it, right? And even still, like all things said and done, you guys are in a fine spot here. I think you guys just need to like, right, like you get this kill. I think you guys just need to be aware of when it's time to like maybe not do exactly the letter, like law and letter of the strat, right? Like we've killed uh the below guys, but like we know that there's a Valk, so we still should be a little bit worried about like some guy like retaking below. Like maybe just like get someone behind this Montaigne walking main lobby, take Trump or something to that effect. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I like going back for this, but then I think you guys end up just dying to this guy that's top square because they know exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? Right? Like this is why I'm saying like, right? Like I like going for the strat the first time around. The second time around is when you start to make adaptations. Just because you won doesn't mean nothing has to change. And also just because you lost doesn't mean you have to change something. If that makes sense, right? Like just think about it from like the opposing POV. Like what would you do different? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think
The only
uh
the only reason that I didn't want to go up spiral is because we just fucking suck doing that with Monty, and I thought that doing the original strat would be better.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I also, like shit happens. You know what I mean? We talked about it before. I think Clayton here, right? Like you don't have to sprint. You got a flash in pocket. Just like throw another one in through Trump. Give yourself a fighting chance to win the round. Um, but like shit happens. Whatever. We go into bans. They ban Montaigne. We ban Valk. They're back on the basement. Oh no, they're not basement. They're open here. This was another round that I think is a little unfortunate. Um, sec, I'm gonna take a drink of water before I keep talking. Right. So this is another one where it's just like a little unfortunate. They have a super default setup, right? We know what they're going for, and so we know what we're doing. Right? We're in top floor already. Ollie and who's behind him? Is it Bino? Ollie and Bino behind him, right? You go through Trump. I think, right, like here, Bino is where especially you should look to use your yings more, like situations like these, right? Like if you're there and you think there's like a guy marble or a guy stock door, just like fucking bounce one off fucking
Back wall there.
yeah, just
Press
roll it into
left.
the hallway, bounce it off the double door, like whatever you need to do. Just make the fight unfair for you, right? Like that's the powerful part about Ying, right? Like this guy's there. If you I understand wanting to stand directly behind Ali. This one's just unfortunate that castle like gets you on the fucking pixel angle. That shot Ollie, by the way. But like, if you just stay here and you walk through here or you ying through here, right? Like, there's not really much that's gonna happen,
Yeah, that makes it harder. Okay.
right? Like Ying, I think. All right, so like Capitao is like really good at getting someone to move and then catching them. Ying is really good if you're gonna push them or if you're pushing into people, right? So like there, you're like pushing into people, roll a Ying, right? If you are um if you're attacking let's go back to attacking the basement, right? If there's a guy in open and you're gonna throw yings at him, you can't just ying him and then sit still. You have to ying him and then push him, right? It's like that. Ying, when you roll your yings, you're pushing that guy. And I guess if you're gonna swap to whatever you're gonna swap to, or if like Clayton is gonna pick it up, like the advice goes for you as well, Clayton. But whatever you end up doing, or like ying is to push people with. And you guys like even it up because this guy's retarded and sitting underneath the desk with Maestro. Um, and so we have to pause here and ask ourselves, like, what is our win con in this round, right? Um, so I think what ends up happening is you guys see the head holes. There's head holes. Do you guys remember what you guys were talking like going in this round? Like it.
So literally, as you said, like where you paused, I literally asked, "Yo, what do you guys want to do?" And then I think the call was drop a hatch. I don't remember what we actually do.
Well, we go and try and clear archives and tellers because somebody calls they're in archives and tellers.
Yeah, they have a rotate and they have a mute there.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. I'm not super upset if that's the call, but I think that in the moment it's like a fine call. I think that we can like reasonably. I like the hatch drop more, but I see where you guys are coming from. I think though, right? Like we're going like this. This is the random blind nitro I'm talking about, by the way. When I said like shit is just unfortunate, but I think if we want to get like specific about stuff, it's better to leave Riley upstairs because he has the better shotgun to work vert on this guy than Gunny. If that's what the idea behind leaving Gunny upstairs was, I don't know if there was an idea. But also Gunny being on the floor here, he has the bees, he can shoot them out, right? So maybe that's a little bit of a nitpick. Either way it goes, I don't hate this call. Unfortunate blind nitro. Um, I think I would still try to work the hatch drop just because you have Blackbeard can drop the hatch protected, right? And they can't do anything about him doing that. And then you can just like set a drone. Do we have a drone? We're out of drones?
I think right before we, well, okay. The whole thing was I just called to reset after we get those picks. It's a 3v3.
Yep.
I set a drone for flank.
Mm-hmm.
And we know this guy is in archives, so I just think to myself, all right, let's work vert for a minute and try and push these guys just out of where they are or put some pressure on them. And then my idea, I didn't communicate it, was to drop hatches, and then I end up dying.
Okay.
And by that point, I spectate Ollie, and he's already pushing this guy.
Yeah, I make the
I think
call.
at the same time as that, Ali asked me to come with him to just push them
Yeah,
out tellers.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I think it's fine, right? And I think it just ends up being once Gunny dies, I think it becomes a lot harder to make this play.
yeah.
Um Also, you can just bash the castle, I think. Saving the nade is like maybe relevant.
You can use your ability on the zombies too, I think.
Yeah, I also like I don't know where Riley is in all of this.
Like right behind him.
Yeah. I think there's oh, never mind. I thought that there was a rotate in that wall. Was I going crazy?
The marble was
Probably could have
heavy.
made one with the shield and then tried to
That
go for
that's
that
what I thought
corner.
was it. But I think that honestly, like stuff happens. I think you could also make the argument for going for like a kitchen sided push because like what do they have to stop you guys? You know what I mean? And you would clear this guy anyway. But unfortunate shit happens. Um we're down again. I think that you guys had the window to go for the hatch drop there, especially because if you guys have drones, you could maybe like work some drones or get outside uh, that printer window there and try to figure something out. But I think that round was played decently well. It was just unfortunate. The big issue was giving up the 2 picks at the start. Because Clayton, is it you that you're outside stock and you die to the castle and then he gets another one on Bino falling back?
Believe so.
Okay. Is it the same thing that I talked about the first round where I don't want you dropping in front of the windows, you need to drone from the roof?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. We need to make habits of stuff like that, right? Like we can't
Right.
be doing stuff like that in scrims and being like, "Oh, well, it's just a scrim," because you'll do it in matches, you know what I mean? Like it's the same thing I talked about during the first map where I'm like, we need to go into our scrims and do our first attack the same way every single time so that it's second nature, and then in the second attack on the same site, we can start changing things up and make adaptations and stuff. We need to make sure that we're practicing our first round correct every single time. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, maybe there's some crazy extenuating circumstance where like they are just insanely prepped for the one thing we do and not for anything else, and like sure, like that's fine, but like that never happens, you know what I mean? It's basically like if they have, like, let's say we're attacking bank top floor in a scrim and we're like, okay, we're gonna like go for our window execute, and they have fucking like 3 Jaeger ADSs and a Wamai just sitting underneath the windows with a Rooney gates on them. It's like there's no way you're ever getting through that. Like, right, like there you can rotate, sure, like shit happens, right? But no one's gonna do that, right? Like you guys just you need to make sure we're practicing what we want to do first, and then we can um change. And I'm gonna try to stop harping on that so that it's not just like an hour and a half long video of me just saying that over and over and over again. This round is one that we win, and I actually really love it because it shows me that you guys actually listen to me. It also has some super unfortunate shit happen where I was talking about the double nitro. The double nitro is this round. So we go for our full clear here. Clayton, you're in top square. That's good. You go to hold the flank here. You open above the blue door so that you can get the angle on that guy. Yeah, that's good. We have Ollie walks down marble. You check bottom main. That's good. We get an open. We're lucky kind of that they don't hold open at all here, because I think they go basement again and we lose because they're holding open, but I don't know. I don't remember if that's actually true or not. What I will say is I don't know if all right, so we see this guy here, right? Do we know that there's another guy in secret yet, or no? Do we remember?
No,
Or in
no,
blue?
we thought it was only the warden.
Okay. What I will say is, Bino, when they're doing this, if you're the guy that's opening hatches, what you want to do is you want to be on the office hatch holding through the door so that this guy can't fall back, right? Like if this guy technically like
okay.
blows this up and sprints and it doesn't end up happening because they kill this guy, but there's another guy that's just sitting on the bomb underneath the open hatch, and he's the guy that gets 2 with the nitro, right? So we always want but if we're just doing like our best practice and we're making sure that like we're like, okay, we're clearing server, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on the hatch and hold the door so that if anyone falls back from server, they will die, right? The actual red hatch is like way worse to hold than the office hatch, right? Like the office hatch is the important one, which is why when we play bank basement and we're roaming an open area and we open a hatch, we open the red hatch, because that one actually doesn't really do much other than let you drop it. Like there's not a lot of angles, really good angles you can get off of it. The office hatch is really important because it opens up all of the room below it, right? Like nothing really can happen. This guy Ollie, I really like. Or is Bino here, or is Bino? Oh no, Bino's
I
here.
think
Who
Yeah, I
is
think I
who is
see
on
him here.
hatches? I don't.
Clayton called for Bino to come over.
Over to
That's the
here?
main thing.
That's not a
Over
problem.
here.
I just want someone on hatches. Do we have someone on hatches or no?
No,
Gunny
I don't think so.
is in the area?
On the side hatches?
Yeah, side hatch here. Who's this?
Someone's that.
Where's
No,
Riley?
that's
Because
Gunny.
Riley was. This is the bank. This is the round that we win, right?
Yes.
Riley was on hatches, and I went back to hold with Riley. I think. Why did
All
I
right.
make this call?
Let's.
I wanted
That
Bino to
was-
go back. Did we not have like breach or something? Like, did we not have the default open?
Well, they
Because
had
Riley
the
was already on
Blanca
hatches.
still alive.
I think you said you were gonna do that, but I was the only one up there, so I was just watching my marble to make sure they didn't walk on me. So I
All right.
didn't
Right.
move.
That's fair. So that's
I
this is
think
unfortunate.
The goal was to shift people around to get default open.
Yeah.
I think
Alright.
that's what was
Okay.
happening at that moment.
Yeah. I think
If
then
I'm swat, I can
that we
play the
need
Nomad
to,
then.
if we're gonna do
Nasty.
this, then we either need to slow down or have people set up beforehand, right? Because like, remember what I was just talking about, where I'm like, we want to be on this hatch so that people falling back from server get shot. This is exactly what we need to prevent. We need to prevent this guy from running back and sitting on this bomb here, because this guy, right? Like, if you're on the hatch, if anyone's on the hatch, he's dead. He comes back, he sits on the bomb, throws this nitro cell, gets a double. Right, and that's the only thing that makes this round close, right? Obviously, if we're 5v3 here, this round is just going to be fucking lights out. But you guys play the rest of this round pretty well. Gunny gets on the hatch here. And what I was talking about with me feeling like you guys listened to me is this diffuser gets to exactly where we need it to get to not die. Good shot, Clayton.
Nice.
To not die to, so that I love. I don't know whose call that was. I love this rotate of the bomb. Clayton, if it's just you, Gunny, nice. I love it. I fucking love it, right? Because you rotate up, we drop our util, we drop the hatch, we plant on the reinforced wall. There's a little bit of like messiness because of who's covering what door, I think, or who's covering the rotate, who's covering the door, because this guy ends up getting swung. I think
Oh
that
yeah, I
maybe
remember
we can
yelling
have a
at Gunny then.
discussion. We can have a discussion before we drop about who's going to hold what, right? Because we're two people. One person holds the rotate, one person holds the door, and then there's no way that we can like lose this round. Clayton ends up dying because no one's holding his door and both people are holding the rotate, but Gunny kills the guy. I think drops, grabs the bomb, goes back for to plant, and Riley picks up. I think Riley picks up both. I don't remember if the diffuser goes down or if
One.
Riley gets both.
I think they don't swing him until he gets the fuser down.
Okay, yeah, diffuser goes down. Okay, Gunny gets one. Gunny gets two.
No,
Riley gets that one. All right, nice. Right, like that was good. Right, like we adapted to the fucking hand that we were dealt. I really like the way that we played that round. Okay. We go into, they defend basement again. And once again they're playing top floor, right? They're playing the roam. And so like we can't have this issue with clearing the roam. Like that guy's on a drone that's on, right? Like we need to know that like what's going on here. This guy, I think he just fucking kills Clayton. Yeah, kills Clayton, and then we're worried about a guy on our marble, so this guy gets to fall back. Unfortunate, shit happens.
I thought he got nerfed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy just goes on a fucking world tour. He fucking drops the hatch, runs through square because Clayton's the guy that normally holds square, rotates all the way through archives, comes behind, shoots us in the back, right? He just world tours us. But like you think, right? Fucking we go back to the start of the round, right? Like if we're just doing stuff safe and default, this guy never escapes. You know what I mean? Or even if he does, he doesn't get one on the way out. So like that's why we need to be, practicing stuff the right way. Obviously we end up winning this round. I'm just going to say that we did good on the bank overtime because I don't really want to feel like I don't feel like finding it and going through it again. But I do think we did that well. Okay. Then we go on to border. Border, I think I'm going to talk quickly about the defenses at the start, just because there's a couple things that I want to mention. The first is that I'll just let it run while I talk because what I have to say isn't specific to moments. The first is Clayton. Are you always the guy that plays top east, or do you guys swap it around?
I usually play top
He
east or
usually is.
Canadian.
Okay. I really think that if we're gonna play top east, I think that you play the position well. I think you play top east and Canadian. I think you play them well, right? I think that you should be on a different operator. I think that you should play
agree.
something that can stall time if you want to play like a fucking. Also, I don't like the rotate on that side. I like it on the other side. I don't know if it's just a preference for you thing, Bino, but I think it's like harder for them. Like I don't think they could see it from outside the door if you put it on
Oh, on the left.
yeah, on the left, right, like behind that counter. I don't think they can see that from the door, but I think if you put it on the right, they can. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't play the position though, so I maybe try it and like see which one you like better. I
My idea
also
was just like I could just play very close to the hallway there.
yeah,
So
My idea was Clayton was supposed to barricade your double door as well, so you could play and break.
that double door there. I agree. I think that
Yeah.
that's correct. I think that you should do
Thought
that.
we communicated that correctly, but apparently not.
nah, he did the other one, the CC one.
Wait, the double door into. Which
The
one
one
are you talking
closest
about?
to my. The one
One
closest to
into
my.
the break.
This one
Yeah,
right
that
here.
one.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I am
Why do you
so
think we
sorry.
were saying for
Oh, you're
Bino,
good.
it's so Bino can play into
Yeah,
it?
No,
I
it's
couldn't even play the setup in there
it's
at all. I
fine.
had to play in the hallway.
We're also
That
like,
I
you
didn't
know,
realize that. I'm sorry. I
we're
honestly
missing
forgot
the
that was an option.
we're missing the Aruni here, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like here, I think that right, like being something like a smoke or a Tachanka here, like obviously would help you, Clayton. Or you know, I don't even
I
know
could
what
definitely
other
go smoke. I fuck with smoke heavy.
right. Like, but I like the way that you play this, right? Like you play it aggressively. You're like you're working this guy. You're staying like right, like you're keeping yourself aware of like what doors are open, where they can actually be pressuring you from. You know, like you're shooting the pipe. Like you play that very well. I like the way that you played that. Um, And I think that even right here, right, like you can probably look to try to fall back after you get that pick because of the way that you guys castled. And I think you do. I think you go and you play Canadian. I don't remember if that's here or if that's okay. Maybe it's a different round that I'm thinking about then. But no, right, like yeah, Clayton falls back. I like the way you play that, Clayton. I think that that was very good.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep. Um, and then I think we talked about this. I talked about this with Riley or not Riley with Gunny before. That's what I talked about. Like they start opening your Canadian, um, and you swing and you get this Cali, and then you go for the hop out, which is a little, you know, we talked about like a little bit of an overheat, but all good. You know what I mean? I don't hate it. I would do the same thing if I was in your position, right? So I think up until this point, we've played this round perfectly fine. Like everyone's done exactly what they needed to do, right? Like at this point, we just need to make sure that we're locking in and we're like in our positions holding our crossfires and we don't give this round away because that's exactly what we end up doing, right? um this guy, like they just kind of take into office. Riley is prone, and so that's bad, or like it's almost bad. This guy walks up, gets the pick on Bino through the rotate, right? Like this kind of stuff we need to be like, I don't know like what the comms were like here. Like we need to be talking so that people are just like aware of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of thing where we should really uh like not we shouldn't be giving them these opportunities to claw the round count back, right? Because I think I don't even know how you die Ollie.
I died like a retard. I tried going long because I knew they're both in office, and then
He
the
swings back
smoke
out double
from the
door.
yeah, the fire extinguisher stopped smoking.
Oh, and he just sees you through the rotate again.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Like this is like one of those situations where I feel like we just need to like not overheat, right? Like if we're up here, right? Like we just want to play as good as fundamental siege as we can, so and just get the trades going out, you know what I mean? Like maybe play fucking like play for Riley's Nitro or uh play off Bino's fucking last Elamine that he has in pocket, right? Like stuff like that. And not doing right like this shit where we're prone looking for a pick, or we're gonna try to walk up 90 and shoot two people in the back. Like we're up, we're winning this round. You know what I mean? All we need to do is keep Riley alive here. Like play to keep Riley alive here, and like they can't win the round. You know what I mean? Like just get a guy right. Like I think Gunny has the right idea where he runs and he puts himself in this position, right? Like now you can play the crossfire with Riley, right? If Ollie wants to play on the rotate, or Bino wants to play on the rotate, right, and like hold for Riley's swing as well, or like play for the contact, swing off the contact, right? Like that's the kind of stuff we need to be doing here, playing each other's contacts, right? We are not in a position where we need to get aggressive and win the round count back. Border is one of those maps where it's really actually attacker sided. So when we find ourselves in a position like this where we're up and we're in a winning position, we need to make sure we convert these rounds, right? Just because of how hard it is sometimes to do other stuff. What?
It's like a little thing too, Riley. If you're going prone with like a big fat ass operator like that, you should like shoot, because they're most certainly going to hear you prone and just pre-fire you insta. Oh,
Alright, heard.
Yeah, and I think they have some kind of cam insight because I talked to Gunny about it before, right? But like now we find ourselves like in a super unfavored position where like Gunny is on spot, Riley they know exactly where he is, right? Like this is just a really fucking
yeah.
shitty position. Riley gets swung off timing or whatever because he's prone and he can't stand up, and then they just pinch out Gunny, right? Like these are the kind of rounds we need to be making sure that we convert every single time.
I might have died
You
like
know,
a retard that round too. I don't remember, because
Let me go
I think
piss
we
for like
did
5
know that
seconds.
they were in office.
yeah, you're good, Clayton.
I don't remember exactly what
I'm
happened.
gonna go wash my
It's
hands.
yeah. I just want us to make sure, like, cause I know that when we play fucking ranked, and we're up like 4v2, 5v2, shit like that, we go, okay, one troll, right? In comp, you just can't give those away because it just makes everything so much harder. We really need to make sure that when we're uh, playing out these rounds that we lock in the ones that we're supposed to win, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going to complain if we're not winning the rounds where we like lose the opening pick uh because like someone has to play a shit position, or if they execute really well. Like those, like shit happens, you know what I mean? We've talked about it already, right? Like even like the rounds where like someone gets a double nitro, it's like stuff is going to happen in rounds, and it's like, you can't get too upset about it. You just have to like go, okay, go next. But the rounds where we're really set up to win the rounds, we need to make sure that we're converting those. Because a similar thing happens, or I don't even think it's a similar thing, but like we go into this round, and now, right, like we're back on this site that we should have won, but we didn't. But now this time, like Clayton isn't going to get the same opener that he is. So now we're already in a worse position than we started in. Like right, like Bino gets pressured, and normally like he's wasted fucking 2 minutes or a minute 45 seconds. Like that's pretty good. Um, but now we're fighting like on the back foot because we lost the round earlier. And that's a little overheat, but uh, shit happens. And Riley ends up in this position that's not great for him. And they end up just playing the 4v3 out pretty well. You get one back, Ollie. It makes it a 3v3, 15 seconds left. Now it's like low key kind of winnable, but right, like Riley gets it into the 3v2, but this guy just walks up, and then the Kali I think just walks in through here and gets people, and it's just one of those ones where it's like if one kill goes the other way, that we can win this round, right? But we had such a good chance to win it the round before. It's like this isn't really where we want to be. So we go bathroom tellers. We accidentally picked the Aruni, so
Appreciate.
oh, I skipped past it. Right, we have this setup upstairs. I don't hate this. What I will say is I think especially in situations where we're down, we maybe need to rein ourselves in and fucking control ourselves a little bit, right? Because I know what this setup looks like, right? Because I saw the overhead view, right? Like fucking Bino, there's no reason for you to run into office for this drone, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That was
Like
stupid.
you just get caught on the cross and we're immediately down. Right? Like there's a mirror here, just fucking play behind the mirror. Like especially like I say when we're down, really all the time. We just need to be like controlling ourselves and making sure we're not doing stupid shit. Cause that's how we like end up in these situations where like we give back rounds when we're up. Cause I mean we haven't watched any of the games from the group stage, right? But we're playing against in the group stage, we're playing against these teams that are dog shit, man. Right? Like 2 of those teams were fucking like snot eating, fucking drip tray helmet wearing retards, man, right? But we're in a situation because the organizers don't know how to run an event where every round against those teams counts. I don't know if you guys know how close you were to not making fucking day 2. It was a round.
Close.
You were 1 round away from a tiebreaker and 2 rounds away from not making day 2 because we play against these fucking droolers and we're giving them 7-4s, 7-5s when we should be closing stuff out like 7-0, 7-1, 7-2. Right? When you're playing against these teams, right? Um obviously, right? Like you're going to play fucking like best of 1 Swiss stages, fucking like best of 3 weeklies, and you're going to be like, okay, like fucking, who gives a shit? Like if we're up 7, like 6-0, we'll just start doing shit until it hits like 6-3 and then we'll try and we'll lock it in. Right? But like we can't be in that mindset. We have to make sure like I said, every round counts. We have to make sure that we're winning these rounds that are important. And so that is especially the case when we're down in a map. We just can't be doing stupid shit. Clayton getting frisky with it. This round just ends up playing out super fucking poorly. And then we take a timeout at 3-0. And then, right? I'm just gonna skip through these. But you guys win, I think, every single round, and you guys end it fucking 3-3. Right? You end it 3-3. Like, man, imagine if this is a 5-1 half. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys would be in finals. Though, like, we need to make sure that we're just keeping ourselves contained so that we can win the rounds that we're supposed to win. Right? Like when we get into man up situations on defense and on attack, like we just need to make sure that we're doing stuff by the book and clinical, right? Like play our crosses, play our trades, drone things out, all that stuff. Like this stuff is so important. And like we're seeing it here, right? Like we talked about the round on Nighthaven that could have gone our way. Um right? Like multiple or more than 1 round on Nighthaven that could have gone our way, shifted the momentum. Now we're here in map 3, right? 2 realistically, like one of those rounds was winnable for sure, right? Like one of those rounds, if we're not like, throwing our lives away like super early, like who knows what could happen. Like honestly all of those defenses were winnable. Um so when we go into this 3-3 half, right? Like we have to be of the mindset that like it's attacker sided, but we could have been up 5-1 on our defense half on these guys. And then we go into our attacks. And so what I want to talk about really quick is when we talked about border, when we did that video where or not a video, I recorded it, but it ended up being fucking 2.5 hour blab sesh that nothing was really, you couldn't actually get any information out of it. But when we were talking about it, we were talking about how attacking border CC is so important every single round, right? And I think maybe something got lost in translation because when I said that like we could look at pressure top east, the pressure top east is to help you take CC, right? Like every single round we should still be taking CC. And there's going to be like a few rounds where I'll point it out, but like we're in like such prime position, even better than it looks on the score, and we just end up throwing it away because we're not really like in the mindset of where we need to be to play border, right? Like I told you guys, we need to step 1 is get CC control, right? If that involves taking top east or not, right? Like so be it, right? But step 1, like we need to get CC control, and then when we have CC control, we are going to check site with drones. We're going to split the map in half, and we're going to hit the site with less people on it, right? And what ends up happening on this round in particular is CC gets like kind of given up at some point. I think it's this round. I don't remember exactly, but I think like 2 people are playing below. Like I think this fucking like this mute and this Solus or this Valk and this Solus are like playing below, and we are like, okay, like if we just hit I'm going back to this. File open border border top floor, right? Like if you have two people below, right? Two below, right? And you have, I think their setup was like guy here, guy here, guy here, or maybe this guy was like here, right? You take CC control, you hold this cross, right? We took east this round because it made it easier. You have a guy watch this flank here, right? These two guys below can never join, right? They can't ever join. These two guys are cut off from ever being useful, right? You basically have, I don't remember if we lose a guy or not, but you end up having like a 3 or 2v1 on this guy, and if you kill him, you just plant bricks and these two guys can't ever deny the plant, right? I think that we end up going office like way, 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 way too often. I'm not going to say never do this, but in situations where these teams are going to give stuff to you like this, we have to be open to going armory, okay? I'm going to
To
let
be
the round.
fair to Gunny, Gunny did call this out and calm this, and the rest of us didn't really act on it properly.
Right, but like
Well,
we just need to
Ali
be
did.
well, yeah.
we just need to be like especially right like we talked about uh before like having Gunny be more of a fucking IGL, right? We need to respect what he's calling then if that's the situation. Um I also there's gonna be rounds later and we'll go over it where you guys like try to hunt these guys below and I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I think Clayton here you go east and you walk down east and you hold it. That's I think like the extent of it, right? If we have these guys like right like if you're gonna play to hold these guys east, that's fine. I would honestly probably just stay top east and fucking hold through 90 and then maybe like you put some attention towards here, but like you and Bino coming below, like this never needs to happen, right? Especially right like we have you on IQ, so realistically you shouldn't even be the guy holding east, but if you want to have someone hold east, like fucking be my guest. You have fucking gridlock track stingers, right? Or how the fuck are they gonna get up east? You go, you shoot the fucking Valcam with your IQ scanner. Uh, they have no way to use a knowledge. They have no knowledge to nitro you through the floor. Um, when you guys are in CC or holding whatever, like you can hold the fucking top east rotate from outside the building, or not the top east. You can hold the top middle rotate from outside the building. They have no way to fucking do anything to you guys, but you guys just decide to play their game and go below. And you guys end up dying for it, and you know like they give it back to you, right? You guys end up back in this 3v3, but now you're like, okay, right? Like we know they have Solus because Solus killed us. We know they have Valk, right? Like the we have to go in situations like this, especially. We just have to go where we can plant safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going for this wall here and going through office and all this stuff. Like this is just asking to get denied. Especially like right, like look at the way that we're playing. Like we're three people on top of each other, right? Like CC is clear. We could walk in through 90. We could walk through balcony. Like all this stuff is free. We have to be like just aware of what's going on and like aware of what the actual important part of the map is. Even if we're going to go uh archive side, you need someone in CC holding this hallway so that they can't rotate back and forth. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if Riley ends up getting there, but I don't think he does. So like we just need to be, you know, aware of what needs to fucking happen in the round. Um I also think, right, like especially all things considered, right, like going for this wall and going for this plant when we know that it's Valk Solus, like we have to plant here. We have to plant where they can't get us from below, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you know, obviously, you know, I'm gonna say that you know Gunny's the IGL, but like we all should be able to notice stuff like this. Like this is not a like a play call. This is a fucking like notice what's going on in the round kind of deal. And I mean like you guys get the kill on this castle, and it's an unfortunate nitro, but you know we die because there's a guy below. Like imagine if we're planting by the window, right? Like this plant can't get denied. Riley can maybe cover. Like maybe this is a winnable round. You know what I mean? And especially on a map where you're favored on the attack, we need to be getting as many of these as possible. And we only end up getting 2. And this is one of those things that like ends up tying back into the map pool thing, where like if this is the maps we're comfortable on, if this is the maps we like playing, right? We need to make sure that on our attacking sided maps that we like playing, we're winning the attacks. Here, is this the one where the guy gets fucking 4 in Fountain?
You win this round.
You win this round? Okay.
Next
Let's.
round is the one.
Okay. Let's see. Amen. Right, this I like, right? Like we're taking CC control. This is good. This is how our attack should start. I really like the way this is going so far. Clayton's got 4 scans, so we can like very easily tell where these guys are upstairs. Obviously, Tuber has a little bit of a counter, but it's not that bad. Bino's looking for Valcams. Like this all looks good so far. I would say that we should probably have someone entering an armory, and I think it's maybe it should be Clayton, maybe it should be someone else, but like I like the way this is going so far.
I think I walk in armory and they have a Valcam in there and try and nitro me.
I see.
And then Bino dies. So
Yeah.
just give up.
Some for like a wacky pixel, but you know, like I said before, like shit's gonna happen. I would, you know, obviously like it if you threw a nade at it first at the shield, but you know,
that's
like
what I pulled my nade out for.
oh, you pull your nade out and then get shot.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. He like pre-fired my
GG.
swing.
Nice shot, Ellie. Right, and now these guys are kind of trapped in Fountain. And you know, we talked about this before, like playing the broken operators. Like, you know, if we have Clayton on, I know he's on Deimos, and Deimos is kind of, you know, like you have the scans here, but like imagine you're on Ying and we just fucking Ying over into Fountain. Like, how do those guys play ever? You know what I mean?
Real.
Yeah, these guys go here. Riley.
Adamant that guy was on the right side of the room.
This is the Riley doesn't combo plant, bro. I remember.
Alright, it ends up working out though because this guy doesn't stay. Bro, you love the fucking floor, Ollie.
I do.
Go forward again. They run back bathroom tellers. This is the one where the guy gets 4 in here. And this is again, right, like same kind of situation, right? We're going into a round, we know exactly what they're doing. We should be more prepared for what they're going to do rather than even doing the same thing because they know what you're going to do. You know what I mean? Right? Like so in a situation like this, right? Like flashing over flashing over Fountain or using some kind of way to like breach the wall, like even if we're gonna like thermite thatcher it, right? Like something to get these jackasses out of here is what we want to be doing. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't be just going like, oh well, it worked last time, so surely it'll work again this time, right? Like the Deimos used like 1 scan. Like how useful was it? You know, like the gridlock, you know, like where did they flank from, you know, stuff like that. Or even just like being like, okay, guys, let's fucking get these guys. This is good, like good fucking IQ play. You see the Valcam, you see the Nitro. This is good. Clayton, I don't know what the fuck we're doing here, but all good.
I don't remember.
I think here's the other thing. If we're gonna fucking, because I think we're nading over, like we need to be swinging with the util we're using. Because what ends up happening is we're just out of util. You know what I mean? Like Riley's nading over, Gunny or Bino or Clayton should be swinging from office. Right? Like no one's taking office, and I know that like Does that mean that this is still placed? Like, did we scan this fucking Valk C4 and not shoot it? Or I guess it must have been someone else's. It must have been someone else's
really hard to
pre-plays.
shoot it. I
It
was
must have
spamming it for
been
a while.
someone else's pre-plays. But even just nade on top of it, then it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, better that than dying. But then, like, right, like, we're in a position where now, right, like, you get a kill, but there's no util for you to swing off of here, so you're dry swinging this, and we're giving this guy the opportunity to win this round, right? Like, realistically, once you get this kill, like, because you get it through these holes. You're outside this door, you get it through these holes because we know where that guy's shield is, right? You guys are 5v3. You don't know that this
So
guy's down, but you're 5v4 at a minimum.
we were opening the wall right next to them as I swung that, and I did not realize at the time that they threw a tuber out on that wall because it was like kind of loud in there, and
Mm-hmm.
like it was kind of hard to hear sometimes. So I thought I was swinging as we were swinging through. Like I was calling for everyone to walk through office and like swing this guy, but like I just didn't hear that no one
Yeah.
was ready.
I think that we can.
That's my
I mean,
bad.
it kind of happens. It's just a slightly disconnected swing. I think that we can take a chill second after you kill that guy on the shield, and maybe
Okay.
because after you kill that guy on the shield, right, and Clayton has the cut. There's no way that these guys are getting out of here. You just guys have to blah, blah, blah. You guys just have to take your time and make sure that you guys get these kills or get these trades, right? You kill that guy on the hatch. These guys are trapped in fountain. They can never drop. Clayton's holding them through the breach, right? Like just reset, take stock of what util you guys have left. You guys end up not really having anything. You have like a dope call, but like no flashes and anything like that. But that's still fine, right? Like 4v4 or 5v4, 5v3 actually, but you guys don't know that. Go, okay, we're going to call and we're going to swing through the breach. We're going to swing office and we're going to walk through the door and we're going to hop through the breach, right? Fucking 4 points of contact. There's no way that these guys are looking for directions. You know what I mean? So like situations like that, just take a breather. Like when you like watch like pro league and stuff, when you watch guys like not reset after every single kill, like they just keep going forward and forward, it's because, right, like they're in the execute, right? Like that, you killing that guy and pushing forward, you're before the execute. Everyone is like people aren't set up behind you to follow you up on there, you know. So like if you are like, right, like if we're in a situation where we're like, okay, we're gonna call, we're gonna flash these guys, and we're gonna swing. You swing, you get those guys. You can continue swinging because you're still in the execute. You know what I mean? You're still like pressure. You're executing on the top floor. You're still working that, right? But when you get the random pick because someone's looking the wrong way, um, right? Like you need to make sure that you have someone ready to follow up on you before you just give it back to them.
Okay.
This one is close. I think it's just like unfortunate, or it's just really hard for Riley to like play this. So you know, shit happens.
Nope.
You know, how can play? We take a timeout here, whatever. We continue into bans. We ban the Solus. All good. They play Vent Workshop. It's an awful sight. I don't remember if you guys win this one or not. Here, you know what? This is the one where I fucking hate. You got like,
Yeah.
look at this, like Clayton.
Yeah. No,
And
that was a terrible round. I
like,
thought Sight was still upstairs, and it wasn't even a good play for upstairs. This was just a burger round.
No shot.
Like,
Nice
how
shot.
is it not breaking, bro? Look at that shit. I'm literally shooting it.
right, like you and Gunny here, like we just don't need to ever be here. We never need to be here. Especially, right, like Bino shot the Valk. Like, how can this guy play?
Right.
How can this guy play? Right, like if this guy wants to fucking sit there for the whole round, well, you guys take fucking, like, you have CC control, you shot the Valcam, you take armory control, you work the vert on that, you go for the default plant on the desk, guy outside door, guy outside window, guy upstairs holding the rotate. Like, how does this Valk ever be useful in the round? Right, like if people are gonna put themselves on an island, let them, you know. if it ends up being a situation where like you have to devote someone to watch it, you just devote someone to watch it. Maybe they can do something else while they watch it as well. It's fine, right? But like especially we talked about it before when we were talking about the top floor attacks. If these guys want to play two people below, fucking let them hold their fucking cuts and then hit the other side where they can't actually be useful. There's going to be rounds where like or there's going to be sites where that's not necessarily the case, right? Like let's say you guys are on Nighthaven Labs and people are playing uh storage control, right? Storage control um is the mid floor site.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever it's called, the storage site on the mid floor, right? And there's going to be a Valk below, a Pulse below, whatever, right? Like that guy, obviously we need to figure out some kind of way to deal with him. um we can't like necessarily ignore him, but like in a situation like this where on both sites there's hard floor to plant on above, or here where if this guy wants to jerk off in fucking customs he can never like interact with the plant at all, right? Like those kind of rounds or those kind of players are the ones where you just have to like fucking ignore that guy. Like what the fuck is he gonna do, especially after you get the Valcam. um I don't remember this one. Yeah, this is the round where this guy's just fucking clueless. Holy, he wants you guys to win this round. But like Clayton, you're still over here. You're still fighting nothing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we end up. Yeah, this is the round where Bino calls Ollie to walk down Metal because you guys think this guy is still in Passport or whatever the fuck. But like once again, this guy's useless. Useless. He's doing nothing. He's so useless. He like there's not a more useless person on this fucking team, and there's a 0-7 castle that is dead watching cams. Right? Like that guy is more helpful to his team than this Valk is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking shit happens. They get the round win. Back to Armory lockers. This round is another fucking shit show, but this is the round that Gunny clutches up, so we'll talk it through. Because I think I like the way that it started, and I just don't like the way that it ends. Right? Like, look at this, bro. They've pre-made the denial for this plant. If that is not begging you to go Armory side, I do not know what is. Um, let's see where we're at. Look, like we're taking uh we're taking CC pretty clear. This guy is, we talked about like, people below are useless, whatever, right? Like this one is a quick pick. I don't love it, but I'm not going to complain about it.
I think
It's
my
a good
plan was to just
pinch.
walk up East stairs instantly.
Yeah, you know what, and I've talked about it. Especially you're gonna play against teams that are gonna play East. In those situations, I don't hate that kind of play either, right? Like coming in Passport, walking in below while you guys pressure top East from both sides. If there's a guy playing up here the way Clayton plays, right? Like that's a good way to play it. Okay. So I don't hate that, and that guy just gives you guys a pick, and you guys end up in the 4v5. I think this is another double nitro round, but I don't remember how it happens.
No, they walk into office and get killed by Goya.
I think it's a double. It is.
Is the round we win or the round we lose next? Like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last round.
Okay. Right, but so this guy has a mute on his wall, so you can't Hibana it open. But like we should still, I think we're still doing like a pretty good job. I think we're on the window. I think Ollie like hops in. Yeah, Ollie hops in.
Yeah, I get the call to hop in.
Right,
Yeah,
we
this
need
is where
to.
Ollie and I are clearing this guy, and the other two, Clayton and Bino, are going into office and dying.
Right. Okay. Right. So this is just what we talked about on our first attacking round, where like if we want to send one guy top east and he holds the cut through the wall, whatever. But we're not going office, right? We're not going office until we know we're going office. Okay, you guys are like getting ahead of yourselves. If you want to Bino's top east and Clayton you walk through rafters, that's fine, right? Or switch it up or whatever. But we need to take CC control every single round. I don't care what the site is. We're taking CC control every single round. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, but these three dumbasses aren't going CC. Where we go and he say, "Good man."
Yeah, that's my bad, Gunny.
It's good. And then Gunny gets the fucking Gunny saves you guys here. Gunny wanted it. Everyone say sorry to Gunny.
I'm sorry,
And
Gunny.
I.
All right, and then we go last round, they're back up top, playing the castle again, playing the Goyo again. Let's see, Valk again, obviously. This time we're working CC here. Actually, we're getting the castles open, right? Like this is so nice. This is so nice. This guy gets fucking shoved out because how can play? How can play here? We clear top east, right? Like there's no way that this guy can be here. I think that's unfortunate. He just like swings your fucking CC window, or not CC, your radio window. Yeah. But you know, like this castle is still on a fucking island. You know what I mean? Especially now that we're in or about to be in on east. This guy has nothing to do. We kill him, and this is good, right? Obviously, we want to make sure we shoot the Valcam, but this is pretty good. Bino dies. I guess, is that through the double door, maybe? Through office double door all the way on rafters? I don't know.
Remember what happened there.
Underneath.
Shot from underneath.
There's a Goyo
2F.
drop
What the
pad.
fuck is 2F waiting room? Is that...
It's blue, I think.
Is it?
Bino's top square.
Bino, okay, so that's rafters. And he dies to the guy that dropped and walked through. Okay. Okay, I see him rotating now. Good kill, Gunny. Then we have this long angle, and we just have to pause here, man. Right? Like we know this Goyo's below because he killed Bino below, so we know that we have a 3v2, 2v2 on the top floor, however you want to call it, right? But we have two drones in pocket here. We just need to take this time, like take a second. You know what I mean? I understand that it's 45 seconds left, a minute left, and you feel pressured, but like we need to be droning here. And then it's the double nitro. And lightning does not strike twice, and it's hard fucking round to win for Clayton. Right? Alright. So that's that. I think really we hit like all the major beats that I wanted to hit. You know, obviously, you know, in the moment, I think that it's correct to be pretty happy with how we played. And I think that it's also correct to, now that we're past it, look at the things that we can improve for next time, right? I would like to make sure that we get all these maps that we played here in another scrim, just to make sure that we can kind of work on what we talked about. And I also would like, I talked to Clayton about it a little bit, expanding the map pool, pick a couple more maps that we would like to start adding to our pool. I would say at this point in time, and you guys can, you know, agree, disagree with me. I think that I would say our comfortable map pool would be Bank, Border, Nighthaven, Chalet would be what we consider comfortable maps. I would really like to add at least two more to that. So, you know, some combination of Club, Consulate, Sky, Layer. What's the last one I'm forgetting? Cafe. I think actually we suck at Cafe. I would like to stop playing Cafe. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I think something is lost in translation. I was never a good Cafe player. Maybe that's it. You know, I'll take the fucking responsibility when it comes to me. I think I'm just not very good at Cafe. I think it's kind of expressing itself in the way that I teach it and the way that I talk to you guys about it, and I just don't think it's a very good map for us. So I think that maybe we leave Cafe for right now at least, and we pick, you know, some number of Club, Consulate, Layers,
I feel like we could. I feel like we should
Sky,
try consulate.
and
No.
start working on it.
I refuse. Guy is good. I would rather play Sky. I fucking hate
I
Conflict.
have ideas for Skyscraper.
Kenny's got ideas. All right, so let's say that the things that we're going to work on next are Clubhouse and Sky. Obviously, Clubhouse is a pretty default map, so we'll have a lot better of an idea of what we're going to do going into that. It's another one where the attacks are really important. So, defenses can kind of get carried by the fact that Clubhouse has been a map for the whole entirety of the game. And, we can talk about like some pocket stuff to pull out and ways that we like to set up stuff in a default sense. And then we can work on the attacks and really focus on the attacks on that. And Skyscraper is one where the defenses are really important, so we'll focus on those there. Um, Everyone feel good with that?
Hi, Dan.
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome, guys. Thank you for putting up with me. I'm sorry for keeping you. I know, Bino, you want to go to bed. I know, Ollie, you probably have work to do. Riley, you probably have work to do, shit like that. So I will let you guys go.
Me and I have ranked to play. so-
Truth nuke.